While Trump rocked New York City, Governor Tim Walz and New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez spent the evening playing video games on live stream in an effort to reach young male voters.
Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin is a Trump campaign surrogate, and he joins us now. It's innocent, but I mean, is this really going to work? What do you think about it?
I don't even know what to think. I mean, I was sitting there, and when I was reading this afterwards, I was like, really, you're going to have Tim Walz, who's looks like he might have played a video game before in his life, and you have AOC that's out there is supposed to be relating to the young men, and that's their outreach, while you got President Trump and J.D. Vance in here just rocking Madison Square Garden. I mean, you go, well, there's a difference in the way the campaigns are running, for sure.
What do you make of the fact that, in a casual nature sort of way, they talk about upending the Senate and getting rid of the filibuster?
You know, it's interesting because you think about it, both sides have honestly said this, but you've got to go back to what the Federalists, when you read the Federalist Papers and you start knowing and understanding what the Senate is really about, it's about the minority having a voice, right? Because if you think about it, the Republicans haven't had more than 55 seats in the in the Senate since since the 1900s. I think it was early 1900s since we had more than 55 seats. The filibuster is there to slow the process down. And Republicans have screamed in the past to get rid of the filibuster, to be honest, and the Democrats are screaming to do the same thing. But it's important to have certain procedures in place, because if you just have the majority that always gets to ramrod their agendas through, then the American people are sometimes left behind. And what I mean by that is that if it just works like the Senate, then you're going to be doing the most craziest, most radical things, both sides.
And it also said nothing says NFL Sunday like talking about the Senate filibuster over a game of Madden.
That's what I do all the time, every week.
People understand that, right?
Yeah, totally. Okay,
I didn't understand the filibuster really until I got in the Senate to truly understand what the meaning of it was.
Okay, so you've been doing something pretty interesting. You've been reaching out to Native American voters in swing states to try and get them to vote for Donald Trump. What have those conversations been like? You
know, I think it's just the understanding of the disconnect between Washington, D.C. and Indian country. I was always raised in Indian country. I'm Cherokee. People say, you don't look Cherokee. I was like, I can't control who my ancestors loved, you know. But the fact of the matter is that Indian country is forgot about, because it only represents about 4% of the vote, of the actual voters that vote, because only 40% of Native Americans actually vote. But if you think about the swing states, where every vote counts, you show a little bit of love to Indian country, and you start saying, hey, we understand the idea of what self-determination and sovereignty is about, which is what President Trump has really gravitated to, is saying, hey, let's learn these treaties, let's learn what Indian country is supposed to be all about, and then let's help them economically moving forward. Because you go to some of these reservations, and it looks like you're in a different world. It's like you might as well be in a third world country, and it's right here in our own backyard.
Most Native Americans vote for Democrat candidates, though, right?
Except in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, we're red. I mean, and that's the largest concentration of Native Americans you'll find any place in the country, and all 77 counties vote for President Trump. So we know the Native Americans, if we reach out to them, we show them that we're going to try to understand your issues. We're going to start understanding what Indian Health Services and the gaps between the health services of maybe the VA, Medicare, Medicaid, and when it comes to Indian Health Services, which is greatly underfunded. Or you start talking about self-determination and understanding the difference between public and private lands, and let the tribes actually have control over their lands rather than asking permission to. You show just a little bit to them. That could be a difference in these swing states.
We got about 20 seconds left, sir. How confident are you that the GOP flips your chamber, the Senate?
We're gonna flip the chamber 100%. I'll lay down all the chips on the table, go all in right now. We're winning the Senate. Now, Tim Sheehy's going to be our 51st vote. Then I think Bernie Moreno, you got Sam Brown, you got Dave McCormick in Pennsylvania, you got Eric and Wisconsin. We could come out where we have 54, 55 seats. Wow. I think that's difficult, but the better Trump does, the better Senate does. Regardless, we're winning the Senate.
There you have it. You heard it here, not necessarily first, but you heard it here the latest. Senator Markwayne Mullin, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. And with that, Carly Shimkus.
Fox and Friends starts right now.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.